They were flirting with danger, especially Bairstow. I thought Warner did the best that he could, but Bairstow, I thought, was overcautious, and I felt that him not having had a score so far had a lot to do with the way he batted. I'm not so sure whether they read the pitch right at the start so well that they set themselves to get a score of this kind, and that score would not have been possible if not for Kane Williamson.
Well, I think the moment they didn't get a single boundary in the first 5 overs, they realized that this is not a typical 180, 190 pitch. And on a surface like that, with the batting that they had, they chose the conservative approach, and which was justified. Of course, Kane Williamson came and played a blinder, got them to 160, but I don't think they had their eyes set on 175, 180 any which way.
Purists believe that if you have the test match fundamentals, and if you're a class player at the test level, you can actually develop the game for the other formats. And Kane Williamson is proving that. Steve Smith is proving it for Rajasthan Royals. I thought it was an outstanding innings. Loved the way he played the spinners as well. So last season he showed some spark when he got his opportunity. Today was a brilliant inning for somebody who hasn't played at all. And I'm glad he played that inning, because he should have been there from match number 1.
Quality of that innings was the fact that he did not hit a single six. He is not someone who's going to muscle the ball. He's not someone who's going to hit sixes on bigger grounds like Dubai and Abu Dhabi. But for somebody to come in the middle of an innings that's actually crawling at one stage, he was somebody else. Like he was one guy against everyone else who played that game, because every other batsman was in some amount of discomfort. Kane Williamson was batting on another planet.
Bhuvneshwar Kumar getting a wicket right at the start of his spell was a good thing, because he's not been at the top of his game, and somewhere the confidence also plays a part in what happens. So good wicket of Prithvi Shaw at the start, and the way he got out must have given him a lot of confidence. Kamet Diyar, as they say, Kamet to Rashid Khan. So we've been talking about all these bowlers, Sunil Narayan, delivering every time, but this is a guy who not only keeps the runs down, gets you wickets as well, and important wickets of that. At that, Rishabh Pant was a crucial one. Shikhar Dhawan, I think, was the other one that he got trying to sweep him. So, outstanding effort.
For Sunrise Hyderabad to stitch a win, they had to get their best bowlers coming to the fore, and that's exactly what happened. Bhuvneshwar Kumar dismissing Prithvi Shaw right at the start, and then Rashid Khan, he came to his own. They had already, of course, had 2 losses. He had a very middling, say, CPL as well. So just when you started thinking about whether Rashid Khan has been figured out by the opposition, he comes up with the goods, and that's what a lot of good players tend to do.
My generation people who watch death bowling, and when batsmen just take them to the cleaner, they keep talking about the Yorker. And finally we saw Natarajan deliver the old-fashioned classical Yorker. And it's a difficult skill. Some people are blessed with it, and it seems like this is something that he can do consistently. And finally, if people are wondering as to why is Natarajan picked over Sandeep Sharma or a call, well, this is the reason. Oh, Thampi. Well, this has to be the reason. The Yorker that he nailed today was just brilliant. It's such a rare sight to see these days.
So one part of the entire set piece is the planning. The second is execution. I think what also played a little bit of a role is the lack of dew. Because what we've seen in Dubai, what we've seen in Sharjah, there's been a lot of dew. And when there is a lot of dew, Yorker is not really your best option, that go-to ball. And that's why we've not been seeing bowlers even attempting that, because then half-pitch balls, cross-seam, that's still a slightly better option to go to. But Natarajan, with a drier ball, he was able to execute those Yorkers. And it's heartening to see from someone who's an uncapped India player is playing ahead of India players within his own team. And it's always nice for these guys to do well, because it just makes us believe that, good things happen to good people.
Delhi, didn't get the chase right, because they should have known that they are playing just 5 bowlers, and the 6th bowling option was the leg spinner was making his debut today from Kashmir. So he wasn't going to be a big threat. So I thought they didn't plan properly, and I won't be surprised if Ricky Ponting has some hard words to say to his batsman, because that kind of a target against the bowling attack, which had Khalil Ahmed, Natarajan and Abhishek as 3 of the 5 bowlers, I think Delhi Capitals will be very disappointed they didn't get there.
Delhi Capitals, I think, lost a trick there or missed a trick there where they knew that it's a 5-bowler attack. Abhishek Sharma was the weakest link. Somebody who may not have actually bowled his quota of 4 overs even in a single game before this one. They should have gone after him. And then, of course, they did not account for Natarajan to bowl the way he did. But anyhow, all said and done, when they look back at this performance, they'll be regretting not going hard and actually taking him apart, even if that meant losing a wicket or 2. Because if Warner was forced to go to his 6th bowler, he would have found out that he had none.